Okay, here's a progress update. So we have the cab fully pulled off. I didn't want to pull the fenders in the front off just because it lines up so nicely, and the other one I pulled apart, it's, these things are been rusted on and stuff like that. This cab's coming apart pretty good, but I'm not going to bother. So pulled it all off as one piece and go back on as one piece. So what we're going to do is I'll put a nice plate over here, and basically that's going to have the Hydro Boost setup going in there. And then all these little extra holes and stuff, I'm just going to fill them, weld them all, close that all up, have it nice and smooth, and then we can just re-drill. I might keep this one here for all the wires that are going to come out, because we'll probably tuck up the fuse box up in there. And yeah, touch up a few spots in here. And yeah, so basically what we're doing, we're scuffing us all down in here. I'm going to paint this, obviously, the desert turquoise. So this will be desert turquoise blue. I'm not going to do really any patina inside here, just blue. It'll look nice. Basically turquoise blue up from down below. We're going to seam seal everything we fixed, and then go over the pour 15. Then I might do the rubberized. We'll pour 15 all on the wheel wells everywhere, on the front of the rat support, everything. Mostly it's just surface rust, but we'll seal it all up. And then we've already poured 15 the floor, got the new floorboards in. Tunnels out, we'll leave that out for now. So yeah, we'll go through, there's a couple little spots. We'll seam seal everything in here, and then go over one more coat. For here, I've fixed a couple little spots. I had tiny little pinholes. One more right there. Yeah, so just slap some Bondo in there, cleaned it up, put some Bondo in, and then I went and spray foamed all inside these rockers because it's kind of a poor design, but all the dirt just gets sucked into here, and then it just sits in there, and then the water, and then that's how these things rust out. So I just spray foam that so water can't go in anymore. There's really no need for it to be open. And then we pulled the doors off. It's just much easier spraying here. And up in there, the amount of mouse shit and stuff, and it's just gross. I've been blowing this truck out for weeks, and somehow stuff keeps coming out here, but pretty much at the end. So when it gets to painting, I just don't want to spray, then a whole bunch of dirt and stuff comes out. So yeah, we got a little bit more, clean up all this a bit more. This all has the chrome trim on it. And yeah, the back is actually really nice. Then clean up down here a little bit more, get a little more of that spot rust off. But we're just gonna lay blue. And I think I kind of like the white coming down, but also here. So I'm not too sure. I might just run, I haven't figured out where I'm gonna run my line. I'm going to run it through here and up, but I kind of like the white down here as well because it's got a nice bit of patina. And I don't want to take too much out of here. So yeah, I'm just going to clear coat this roof. We'll get 3 coats of clear on here. This will be blue. We got underneath all pour 15. So got the couple of these motor mounts or body mounts off. Those were horrible bolts to deal with. Had to end up cutting them. So, and then we cleaned up down there. We're gonna sand all that extra foam off, and then we'll go over the pour 15, seal it all up, and then hit it with the seam sealer, and do much better. And then yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll tape this off, do a rocker guard, and then color match it with that. So you're gonna be getting in and out here all the time. It's gonna scratch, wear with the paint. So a little rocker guard there would work good. But yeah, I filled in the holes for the D100 or the Dodge, and then the 100 badge. And I've got some really nice C500, 600, 700 emblems that personally I just like better. They're nice and chrome, excellent shape. If somebody's got the diesel one, I am looking for those. It'll say Dodge diesel. I would definitely be interested in the set. And yeah, kind of scuffing all up in here. We're gonna then, all this is smoothed out. I'll put the original tenon, or a tenon back in, we'll see about original. And got all the rust kind of like smoothed out. So what we'll do, we're gonna tape this all off, spray this, clear coat it, and then after we'll tape back. So then and then we'll spray the interior. So just got some more sanding doing here. Not too worried about this because I'll get spray for now until I get the headliner in. And yeah, gotta sand that a bit more and stuff, get this all scuffed up. We're gonna lay the nice blue in here, 3 coats of clear. We're gonna run the pour 15 all the way up to here. And then after that, like once this is seam sealed, resealed, this is all getting sound deadening in here. So just want to fill up all these holes. So we'll leave these two for the coolant, and then we'll probably put, I can see for the AC, we'll punch those out. And then, yeah, but all these, we don't need any of these. I'm going to pull those loops off. We'll put something else back on. And just clean it up. This was on the chassis. So, green truck is sold. And sold it one day, the next day I bought another one. So, got this box, actually, just back from the body guy, who pulled. This was all kinked in, looked horrible. And straightened it out the best he could, so it looks a lot better. Probably just on the lip there, smooth it out, shave a little bit of Bondo in there. A little over there, and that's about it. This box is straight. We're gonna clamp this back together, tack weld it into here, weld this back on, and then so when the tailgate comes, it pulls this piece down, which I don't want. So, and then yeah, I don't know if I showed you guys, this is the 2nd gen chassis. Another body was already mounted on this. It's just too rusted, that's why I'm doing all this. So, nice thing is, once that thing is painted, literally goes on and bolts right on, and we're off to the races. So, we'll get that on, and we're gonna get all the doors done, hood's painted, and yeah, so cab on, and then get this in the booth, this will be quick. Won't take long to do that. We'll all back in here. I'm just going to pour 15 all this. Pull out these rocks here, and then do a couple tacks just so this stays together. And then yeah, we're going to run pour 15 all around in here. Just seal this all up. You're never going to see it. And then all underneath and in the box here, wire wheel this whole thing, which I'm not looking forward to. And yeah, just clean this all up, and then we're going to do the Raptor liner in there, nice spray bed, same the back of the tailgate. Got the tailgate out, got some rust repair on that. This is the old chassis, and I'm going to keep unbolt these body mounts. They'll be good for another project, and it's nice that they just bolted them. So, and then I'm going to take that bracket right there for the bumper, and yeah, so this thing's already set up for the mounts and everything. So plop that right on, bolt it down, and yeah, then we'll get our rad. Just pick up a TMI seat tomorrow for this, and then we'll get the steering column in and fit up all where I feel comfortable in it, and then get going on all the steering linkages. So that there, this motor's already been resealed. It's already ran. It's already good to go. So everything else is hooked up, brake lines, everything. So got new Bilstein shocks going on. Same with the back. And then once everything's set up, the whole body's on, we'll get into some wheels and tires. I'm thinking I'm either going to do a steel wheel like the originals, deep dish though, in a gloss white. And then we're going to do Toyo MT, or the Mud Trains. Favorite tires, so we'll put those on, 37s. It's got a great look to it. I don't want anything too crazy high. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're all at. All looks like a million pieces at the moment, but it's the same thing with the Power Wagon, and the next thing you know, it's a million hits. So stay tuned.